Hey guys, my name is Dean. Welcome to Manflow Yoga. In this video, I'm going to talk about some common FAQs I get when it comes to Cobra pose. So I'm going to help you with just making sure that you're doing things correctly, that you're not making any errors, and hopefully reassure you with whatever you're doing in Cobra pose. So question number one that I get is, what if I feel pinching in my back when I do Cobra? So the answer is you shouldn't feel any pinching in your back when you're doing Cobra. So if you're feeling any pinching in the lower back, or you're feeling pinching in your upper neck, so kind of in your cervical spine or in your neck, then that's a problem. You shouldn't be feeling pinching. And usually if you are feeling pinching, it's a result of either not using your core or not using your thighs enough. Now, when I say core, I'm referring to your transverse abdominals, your abs, and I'm also referring to your thighs. And usually a really quick and easy way to fix that is by making sure that you're pressing the tops of your toes into the ground, and you're pressing your pubic bone or you're pressing your hips into the ground. And that usually helps solving the issue of core engagement, and that's going to help relieve some stress on the lower back. In terms of your neck, it's important to keep length in your body. So if you notice that you have pain in your neck, usually that's a result of just arching your neck too much, and instead of pulling forward and pressing the top of your head away from your body, creating length, you need to make sure you're probably just lifting up instead. So you need to create length and then create height. All right, so that's question number one. Question number two, what if I get cramps in my hamstrings or in my feet when I do Cobra? Now, this is normal at first. A lot of people have to get used to doing Cobra pose, and a lot of people will feel those cramps in their hamstrings and in their feet when they're doing Cobra pose. Few things you can do. Number one, you might just be dehydrated, so make sure that you start drinking water more on a regular basis. If you do have coffee or you're having beverages that are diuretics that make you, that make you pee more, then make sure you're drinking more water. That might help. Number two, you might consider taking a magnesium supplement. The one that I take is called MagTech. If you want to learn more about that, I'll put a link in the description here to get to MagTech. The other thing you can do is just do it more. So as you do Cobra more, your body will adjust. Eventually those cramps will start to go away. But it's not normal. It is normal at first if you're starting, basically, but as it goes on, you shouldn't have cramps every time you do Cobra. You could also be sore. So there's a few causes. All right, question number three is, I can't get that far away from the ground when I do Cobra. Am I doing something wrong? Should I be worried? The answer is no. You shouldn't be too concerned about this. It takes time, and it takes proper technique, and it takes a lot of strength and mobility to start to get your chest higher away from the ground in Cobra. The other thing to consider is that if you're comparing yourself to other people, most people actually do Cobra incorrectly. Most people either use their hands to press up and lift and push themselves away from the ground. So they aren't lifting away from the ground using their core strength, which is what you're supposed to do. So if you notice that you're not getting as high as other people in Cobra, don't worry about it as that much. You want to make sure that when you're doing Cobra, you have proper technique, which means proper core engagement, proper thigh engagement, and that you're lifting away from the ground using your core strength rather than pushing up off the ground using your arms. The other thing to focus on is, instead of worrying about your height as much, I would focus more on lengthening your body. So making sure that you're kind of pushing the top of the head away from the rest of the body, making your body as long as possible, and then lifting up using your core strength. Again, lifting, not pushing up. So bottom line is, don't compare yourself to other people in Cobra. Make sure that you have the proper muscle engagement, making sure that you're feeling the pose the right way, that you're not feeling any pinching in your back, and that you're doing the pose correctly and focusing on the technique instead of the depth of the pose. All right, so that's it. That's the FAQ for Cobra Part 1. I'll be making a Part 2 just as soon as I get enough questions for it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're looking for more information on Cobra pose, like a full technique walkthrough, what you should and shouldn't be feeling, and if you just want to try out some workouts that feature Cobra pose, head to the link in the description. That's going to take you to my full Cobra pose guide on my website, manflowyoga.com. It's going to give you a lot of really useful information on Cobra. And if you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed. Like this video, comment if you have anything to say. I'll get to it as soon as I can. We put out content like this on a very regular basis. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you on the next video.